So I found an image that's scarier than Slender Man.
Really?
Yeah. Look at that shit.
Why is that scarier than Slender Man? Who the fuck is that?
You'll never guess. Who is it, Phil?
Can I take that?
Why? Who is it?
My eyesight's really bad. What the fuck is going on in that photo?
Yeah, I know. The two of them are just standing there.
What?
Give it here. You'll never guess what it is.
So is it two guys like... It looks like he's bumming him. He's like directly behind him. With a T-Rex costume.
You'll know it's not a T-Rex costume, it's worse.
Is it a dragon?
Here's the tweet that it came from. New set photos for the live-action Clifford the Red Dog film have officially been released.
That's a joke, though. Surely.
I don't think it is.
Clifford the Red Dog.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That's an odd-looking red dog, man.
Why would you even convert that to a live-action film?
Because that's the trend these days. Make a quick buck.
Here's a question. Did you go see that Dora the Explorer movie?
No, because I'm not 8 years old.
I didn't either. I was wondering if you did because of your job.
No. No,
You probably will have to, though.
No, not anymore. I used to go to the movies all the time, but I don't really do it anymore.
Yeah.
I kind of changed jobs, but... Yeah, back in my old job, I definitely would have had to do that. For sure.
Yeah. Well...
Do you have any interest in seeing it?
No. Only to take the piss out of it.
Mm.
You know? Maybe for DVD releases, we'll do it on Bummy Bear. Okay?
I feel like your fear of going to the cinema and, like, being screaming babies around...
It's not a fear, okay? It's
what would you call
I'm
it?
just dejected. The cinema is just shitty. Okay?
But your
There's
main,
no
your
fear
main
of it.
concern is there's crying babies. That's what you always have told me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You can't watch children's movies in the cinema
Yeah,
anymore.
100%. Like,
Okay?
I always say to you, don't be silly, there's going to be no crying babies. But if we went and saw Dora the Explorer, then there probably would be screaming children.
Okay? Here's the thing. You can't watch family films in a cinema. Okay?
In the cinema.
You have to watch family films on, like, Netflix or something. Got it?
Unless you got a kid. We could just steal the kid
Okay?
and take him for the day. Rent him out.
No. What the fuck? I didn't even listen to, like, half of that. Because I'm, like, so tired right now. After playing BlazBlue.
I'm getting angry.
But, yeah. But yeah, so I watched a couple movies this week.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want to hear about first? Movie number 1, movie number 2, or movie number 3?
Why don't we go with movie number 1? Do it sequentially.
Okay, did you watch that Rocco's Modern Life special that's on Netflix?
Rocco's Modern Life.
Yeah,
No, but it sounds really familiar.
that's probably because it is. You know, like, Rocco's Modern Life, that one.
Is it a cartoon or something?
It is a cartoon. It was a Nickelodeon cartoon. They released a special that never was aired onto Nickelodeon. I gave it a review on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
It was a 4.8 out of 10.
Jesus, that's pretty rough.
No, that's relatively good. That's close to par.
4.8 is shit. That's like a fucking... That's like an E in school.
You know what the problem with what you just said was?
What?
Here's the thing. I tried recording this podcast before. Full disclosure, I tried recording this podcast before with my dad on my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
He said the exact same fucking thing.
So?
In that pretty much exact same way, too. And that makes me a bit angry. Anyway, so...
What, two people can't share a similar opinion?
No, but the fact you use the same analogy.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You know what? I still have the file. Fucking play that part right now. Rocco's a kangaroo. Wallaby, first of all.
Wallaby.
I think so. Anyway, they did a revival of it recently, and I watched it last night.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty okay.
Pretty okay.
Yeah.
Only pretty okay.
Well, I gave it a 4.8 out of 10.
Well, that's a fail.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Well, it's slightly under par.
No, that's a fail.
That's a fail in your eyes.
Well, if you ran a test, you understand maths, right?
I do understand maths.
Okay, so like, if
I know that
if you sat
I know
a
that
test
nine- I
and
know
they
that
gave you
90
48%,
I know that 96 plus 4 is 101. So, you know. So, yeah, it is 101.
98 plus 4,
96 plus 4.
96 plus 4
Yeah.
is 101
Yeah, it's 101. Do your maths.
for some values of 4.
What? I gave the Rocco special a 4 out of 8.
4 out of 8, so that's a pass.
Well, no, it's slightly under par.
4 out of 8 is a pass.
4.8 out of 10.
That's a fail.
No, it's not a fail.
It is a
5 is par. Okay?
5 is the lowest it can be and still be considered a pass.
No, 5 is par. As in, like, you know, golf, you know? It's not a fucking birdie. It's not a hole in one. It's a fucking bogey, you know?
Well, I think you're a bit confused.
I'm not confused. Okay?
The aim of golf is to get a lower score.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, so, yeah. Anyway, so, it's a good watch. It's, like, very standard. Okay?
Yeah, 4.8 doesn't make me want to go buy it off the shelf, I'll be honest.
It's a Netflix thing, first of all.
It's making me go buy it off the Netflix shelf.
What? Anyway, so, here's the thing. It's got a transgender character in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against transgender characters.
Yeah.
They just have to have purpose. Okay? You really should have a reason for it. Okay?
Well, do you?
I mean, what? Just make the whole cast transgender for what reason? You know?
No, but I mean, like, they're people like anyone else. It's like, do you have to have a reason for having someone who's black in a movie?
That depends.
It's just another person.
That really depends.
Like, do you think someone who can just be transgender in a movie has to like, address why is a transgender person in the movie?
That's a really odd question. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just like, here's the thing. If you're going to reveal that a character has, like, changed gender, here's the thing. They build it up like a big reveal. There's this character called Ralph who, like, made this cartoon in the universe. And she turned into a Rachel.
Oh, so he actually changed his gender in the movie. Ah, that's different then. I thought you meant like it's just like a transgender person.
No, it is just a transgender person.
But they show him changing gender. They explain why? Or like...
Not really. Like, they're just like, I'm transgender now.
Does it affect the plot at all?
A little bit. But in a funny way, you know? Because, like...
As long as it affects the plot and has some relevance.
You know, Ralph and or Rachel's dad, you know, Ralph's dad, basically goes like, so the whole quest is to get, Ralph, I'm just going to call him Ralph, it's less syllables, you know, back to, like, the place to make the cartoon again, and when Ralph's dad, you know, goes like, you know, it's like sees her, like for for the first time in like 20 years or something.
Mm.
Like, he goes like, "Hello, son."
That is funny.
You know? And it's like, yeah, it is really funny. Like, I do make a really good amount of jokes, you know, with it. For example, there's a lot of jokes about, like, modern animation, okay, in it. So, while they're on their quest to get Ralph back, these two chameleons with computers go in, and they're, like, Swedish. And they're like, "We have computers!" You know? "It's easy and cheap!" And, like, they make... And, like, there's a joke about these worms who are animating it, and there's, like, a bunch of fucking, like, critical errors where, like, you know, the program has to force shutdown. And then again, there's, like, ones where, like, the end result is this really shitty 3D animated thing. And it looks like you could do it in Blender in, like, 2 minutes. Instead of, like, 2 hours.
So they're having a dig at modern animation sucking dick.
Yeah, effectively. It's very meta. You know? Because the whole thing, Rocco is effectively going on a quest to get his favourite cartoon back, but, like, it's the same thing where, like, the fans of Rocco's Modern Life are trying to do the same thing. You know? So it's a big dig.
What's the animation like?
It's okay. It's very, cartoony. I like it. But, like, anyway, so back to the whole reveal thing. So, the way they find Ralph is he's in an ice cream truck in the desert. Well, she, I guess. I don't know. Fucking gender pronouns. What's the difference? You know?
Yeah, what's the right pronoun you use? I guess what they turned into. To a girl.
Just what's the difference? I'm going to refer to him as a he, okay? Or a she, or a shlee, you know?
I think a shlee is good.
Shlee sounds like Sean Connery, though.
Schlur.
No. I'm just going to say fucking whatever one I say, okay? At this point, you think he's a he, okay? So he's in the ice cream truck, okay? Here's the thing. I already knew it was coming, effectively. Because they don't reveal it very well. Because there's a flashback earlier with Ralph. And he doesn't have eyelashes then. Okay? But now in the ice cream truck, he has eyelashes. And you only see like his head. You only see his face at this point. He has eyelashes.
But everyone has eyelashes, man and woman.
But it's a cartoon, Phil. Okay?
Right, okay.
They're very feminine eyelashes.
They're like long and pretty.
Yeah. The point is that it was pretty obvious, okay?
Wow, I mean, that's not obvious at all, man.
Then I guess I'm just a keen eye for the details.
Like,
there.
I've literally never seen any movie where someone's come out as transgender.
He's a cartoon, Phil. It's overly exaggerated.
Yeah, but eyebrows isn't that much of a giveaway.
Eyelashes.
Eyelashes. Still. Good one. Good pickup.
You know?
I wouldn't have gotten that.
You only see, like, they could have done the reveal a lot better, okay? Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay? So, the way I would have done it is that I would have had him, like, just be, like, a disembodied voice for a little bit. So, like, they're talking to him, but, like, the shots make it so that you can't see him. Her. It.
Don't say it.
Fuck talking about
Jesus
movies
Christ.
like this.
Don't say fucking it.
Them.
Yeah, there you go.
Christ. I'm
Talking
not a
about
transphobe, but for God's sake, people.
You're annoying yourself about it because you can't find the right gender pronoun.
You know, if you're gonna... I'm only doing that because I'm worried that fucking Tumblr's gonna get on my ass, you know? Like, if you're gonna say, you know, oh, you know, you fuck up once, you're not my friend anymore, you know? You fuck up my gender pronoun, I'm gonna kick you in the shin, you know? I'm gonna kick you in your non-specified gender part.
Your balls and or fanny.
You know, fucking... Just stop, okay? If you're so used to saying he, keep saying he, okay? And if you're a trans person, don't be a stickler, alright? Don't be a fucking stickler.
But if you turn into a girl, you don't want people to call you he, obviously. That's one extra letter that you can just adapt to. Say she instead.
It's harder than you think in the human brain, okay?
I guarantee trans people would have compassion for people that would make that mistake. They don't understand it.
There are some that don't.
Have you ever been kicked in the shin by someone for saying the wrong gender pronoun?
No, but I know that people have, okay?
Yeah, they probably have.
Here's the thing. If you're trans, don't be a stickler. If you're not trans and you have trans friends, respect them for being trans, but also probably get used to calling them a she or a he, dependent.
Yeah. And how about for the people of the world, don't kick everyone in the shin. Let's just stop doing that.
Fuck my life. Anyway, so basically the reveal could have been done a lot better, okay? Here's the other part of the movie that made me give it a 4.8, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't subvert the expectation enough, alright?
Okay, hang on.
I'm not... No,
Hang on.
stop it.
Hang on. What the fuck are you talking about? You pay out so many movies to deliberately try to subvert expectations. And you always say that you don't have to do that.
Yeah, here's the thing. It doesn't subvert expectations by subverting expectations. Okay?
It doesn't subvert expectations, but okay.
The whole theme of the movie is about change, like the second half. Because, like, you know, he's changed into a she. His dad... Their dad, you know, can't deal with this shit, man. You know? And effectively... it's so here's the thing. The show Rocco was trying to get, Ralphsel does. Can we just stop now? Anyway, so fucking Ralphel Dovel. Anyway, so fucking goes on and does actually make the cartoon because she goes like, "I'm not making this." Oh yeah, here's the other thing about Ralph being transgender that made me a bit, made me give it a 4.8. They don't change her voice.
Right.
You know? You want to know what Ralph sounds like? Ralph sounds like fucking, who's that guy that gets really angry at people for being people? Have you ever seen Pinky in the Brain?
No.
Okay, Orville something. You know the fucking guy.
The guy that gets angry at people.
Yeah.
That's what you give me to work with. I don't know, how about everyone ever?
He sounds like this, kind of.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The old guy. The dead one, probably. He's probably dead. I don't know if he is.
Morgan Freeman?
No, not Morgan Freeman, the other one. The white one.
The white Morgan Freeman.
A little bit, yeah. Kind of.
Ian McKellen?
No, not...
He is kind of the white Morgan Freeman, though.
It's like Roy or something. Roy
Orbison?
No, not Roy Orbison.
That's the only Roy I know.
I'm gonna... Right. I'm sure it'll tell me who he's based off. Orson Welles, I think. I think Orson Welles. Is that the guy I'm thinking of? No one's telling me what the... Yeah, Orson Welles.
Isn't the guy that, died exploring? Didn't bring the food and shit?
I don't know. But that's the guy I'm thinking of. You know?
Orson Welles.
Yeah.
See the Explorer? Is that dude?
I don't think it is no. Different Orson Welles. Yeah. So anyway, Orson Welles, basically. Ralph sounded like Orson Welles. He keeps his voice when she's a girl.
Mm-hmm. But most transgender people do. You have to start putting on a girl voice because you turn transgender.
Doesn't it affect the pitch a little bit?
What do you mean?
Well, doesn't like the gender change like affect pitch slightly?
Yeah,
like,
but
slightly.
Not like a lot of transgender people don't have any chemical or hormones replacement therapy. They just literally start saying they're a girl.
Yeah,
and
but
dressing as a
it's
girl.
like so obvious, you know?
But if you didn't have any hormone therapy or hormone replacement, then your voice wouldn't change at all. You'd just be you, but you'd be wearing a dress.
Fucking get hormone therapy then. If you're gonna...
Dude, you know how much that fucks with your body doing that and how expensive that shit is?
Yeah, probably. But, like, here's the thing. I feel like some trans people don't take it all the way, you know? You should probably take it all the way if you're going to say you're a girl.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're just talking so much out of your own ass right now. What do you mean?
Well, the way you're saying it, you know, if I was to become trans...
Who gives a fuck
I'd
how
have
far
the
they
same
take
voice,
it?
you know?
Yeah, you could literally right now put on a dress, maybe shave your beard, or don't.
I
up to
mean
you.
like a sex change trans person.
Yeah, well then, your voice would probably change because you're taking estrogen, so yeah, it might become a bit
that's
higher.
what I meant!
But did you see him have a fucking sex change in this, or did he just put on a dress? Because a lot of
He
trans
didn't
people,
just put on a dress, he
lot of
had a
tra-
sex change.
a full blown sex
Yes,
change.
a full-blown sex change.
How do you know?
What?
How do you know?
Because he has boobs.
He could be wearing a fake bra.
For fuck's sake.
A lot of people do. Unless you see him go under the knife, then you can't tell me that he had a sex change.
Are we going to argue about this now? Is this an actual argument we're having?
I mean, I've not seen the movie, so I really can't talk that much, but...
It's a sex change, you got long hair, it's not a wig, okay?
I don't know, maybe some people's voices don't change, even with estrogen.
The point is, it should change.
You can have a girl with a deep voice.
I guess so, but like... I'm not releasing this podcast anyway, so fucking...
What the fuck are we doing this for, then?
I'll release it, but I'm gonna put a massive trigger warning.
Yeah.
Okay?
The next podcast we could do from jail would be great.
I'm not anti-trans, I'm not racist, I'm not homophobic. If
No.
anything, it's my
Your
dad
point-
that's that.
Your point of, like, if someone goes trans, they should go all the way. It's just so ridiculous, man. It doesn't make any sense. So
See,
who
I
cares
thought-
how far they go?
See, I thought we were under the assumption that trans meant, you know, like having a sex change.
That's not what trans means. It's just not, man. It's not the definition.
There's the other problem.
I don't get why you're upset at me for you having the definition wrong.
There's the other problem. Trans probably should mean actually getting a sex change, because that is transsexual. Means you've transitioned. You know?
But you can become a girl or become a boy without having to get a sex change. If you just
I
say...
don't think so.
You can just... So your genitalia defines what gender you are. Because their argument is they can just...
Yeah!
Your gender is what you say you are.
What if it's called genitalia, Phil? You know?
No, I get what you're saying, dude, but I'm telling you the definition of transgender. I'm telling you what it is.
See, there's the thing. I do not mind. Here's the thing. You know, really, if you're going to go transgender, you really should just get the sex change.
Dude, do you want someone to cut your fucking dick off, man? And then put a hole inside of you and make a fake vagina? Do you know how fucking awful that would be?
Well, no, because I'm not trans, first of all.
Yeah, but I could see why, even if you wanted to be a chick, how you probably not want to get your dick cut off. Don't want to go through that shit.
Well, then you're not, you know, you're just not, you don't want it then. Simple.
What are you talking
People are going to kill me when they send
about?
me this
Literally, yeah, this is the most ridiculous thing you've ever said. Or just the dumbest shit to get upset about.
Again, I'm not anti-trans.
Like,
okay?
why would you, like, just have someone cut your dick off, man? Like, Jesus Christ, that would fucking suck.
First of all, you'd be under anesthetic.
Alright, man, I'll put you on anesthetic, and I'll chop your fucking dick and nuts off, and you tell me if it's a big deal or not.
Right. The point is.
What's this? We can talk about the movie, man. How did we get so derailed?
The point is, Philip.
You've never called me Philip before. It's weird. Don't ever do it again. My mum calls me that when she's upset.
Yeah, well,
You're
I'm
not
upset.
my mother.
I'm upset now. Anyway, so fucking. The point is that let's get off the topic of trans people.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Okay. Final thoughts though of trans people. They are fine.
Okay, good. Awesome.
They are
End
cool.
it.
They can be cool people.
Okay.
But they can also be dickheads.
Just fucking say they're fine. That's it. You're good. You don't need to say anything else. Then you've ruined it immediately.
Except everyone can be a dickhead though.
There you go.
What?
That's it, man. Cut it.
Cut what?
Just stop
Cut my
talking
dick
about
off?
it. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Cut your fucking dick off, man. That's your way of apologising. I offer you my nuts.
God damn it. Anyway, so the ending of the movie doesn't subvert expectations enough.
Mm.
Okay? It doesn't. So I'm gonna call him Ralph from now on. Anyway, Ralph. You just made a face of not again.
You're physically giving me pain.
Okay, so Ralph goes on, okay, about like, you know, he makes a cartoon, adds like a new character to it, and the only one who isn't laughing at this new character is Rocco, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And Rocco gets all mad about it, okay? Rocco's like, this isn't the fatheads, you know? This is the different fatheads, you know? And the whole movie's about change. Here's the thing. What happens next is like, Mr. Bighead gives Rocco like a look, like this, you know? And then Rocco goes like, alright, I'll accept the change. You know?
Right.
Okay. It would have been a lot better as like both a character moment and like a lot funnier if Rocco didn't accept the change, you know?
Mm.
Like the whole theme of the movie is about change and accepting change. It would be like a better subversion of expectations for him to not accept the change.
But then the audience would kind of hate Rocco, though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's not the change of, like... He accepts the change of Ralph, okay? Mm. He accepts trans people. What he doesn't accept is him changing his favourite cartoon, you know?
Right.
Or, well, no, he does accept it, but he shouldn't, you know?
That's fair.
You know? It's like, you know, it's like how I still don't accept Teen Titans turning into Teen Titans Go, you know? I don't care what you say, that art style is shitty, okay?
Yeah, I've heard you talk about that.
I really wish that, you know, that they just put actual Teen Titans somewhere, you know? Because that's a good show.
There's no platform, there's no streaming services on?
I don't think so.
Damn. Is it on Netflix, Teen Titans Go?
Yes, it is.
But not the good one.
Not the good one. Oh, no.
Right. That sucks.
I think the Teen Titans Go movie is actually pretty good. I might watch that just to see if they're right. Mm-hmm. You know? Anyway! The second movie I watched was well, let's first of all, I gotta Google something. Okay, gotta quickly do a Google. Origin of the word nigger.
You are joking. Are you fucking for real? Are you trying to get every single person in the world to hate you? Because that's a good way to go about it.
I'm not. The joke is that I watched Blazing Saddles. Okay?
Oh, that's a fucking great movie.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie.
It is.
Rip Gene Wilder.
Yeah. There is actually a Wikipedia page on the word nigger.
Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. What does it say?
In the English language, the word nigger is an ethnic slur, typically directed at black people. The word originated in the 18th century and derived from the Spanish negro, a Latin descendant adjective niger, which means black. It was used derogatorily, and by mid-20th century, particularly in the United States, its usage by non-African Americans became particularly ambiguously pejorative as a racist insult.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
You got like entomology about it.
What's entomology mean?
You know, like origins. Anyway, the point is, Blazing Saddles is the only good Mel Brooks movie.
What?
I think.
You're not seeing Young Frankenstein?
I have not seen Young Frankenstein.
That's a classic. You should watch
Okay,
that.
I have
I think you'd
to.
like that a lot.
Spaceballs sucks.
I've never seen Spaceballs.
Then don't.
Really?
Okay.
I've always had that on my list as something I need to watch.
I watched Spaceballs one time. It's not good.
Is it just like cringy?
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you think it's dated or just not funny?
Just not funny. You know? Like, Blazing Saddles isn't dated or just not funny.
No, Blazing Saddles is fucking hilarious.
Blazing Saddles is also a really good example of how racist comedy can be funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
That was made in what, like the 60s?
Yeah. Here's the thing. People think that racism, like, can never be funny. Okay? They're wrong. Alright? Because racism can be made funny. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favourite jokes, like, all of the best jokes in the movie are about racism. Because here's the thing. You're doing a period piece.
Well, the movie is, like, the premise is a black sheriff rocks up into town, no one accepts him. So, it, like, inherently is a racist thing.
You know? Like, two of my favourite jokes are about racism. But, like, they're really funny. Because they're like Looney Tunes jokes as well. Which the movie does have too.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Like, at the beginning, they're in the quicksand, and so is the fucking, like, cart. They pull the cart out. Like, they throw a rope at the white people. The white people throw a rope at the cart, and they just leave them to die. That's still funny.
Is Blazing Saddles the line where it's like, I've told you for the millionth time, do not exaggerate?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a fucking good one.
Yeah. And, like,
And the reaction of all the town people when they first see the black sheriff in that welcome party is the funniest fucking thing ever.
It is, yeah. Like, you know, he holds himself up. Like, that's the best fucking thing ever. Like, that's only something that he gets away with, really. Because, like, you know, the impressions he does is amazing. Like, the stuff with Mongo is hilarious, you know? Telegram from Mongo. You know? I just love how he's called Mongo. Okay? He's called Mongo. Like, that's hilarious. Anyway, another one of my favourite jokes in the movie is when he's, like, greeting the people in the town as the sheriff.
Mm.
And he goes, like, it's a fine day today, isn't it? And then, like, this old lady that he's talking to, like, has, like, these really weird Muppet movements like this. Like, fucking... And just goes, up yours, nigger.
Oh, my God.
And just walks off. And, like, that's only funny in, like, that sort of context.
Yeah, but
you
it's
know?
kind of, it's poking fun at the people of town.
It is poking fun at them, but it's still hilarious.
Mm.
Like, the way she says it. And then later, like, when he saves them all from Mongo, like, the same old lady gives him a pie, like, through the window. Like, knocks on the window, knock, 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 you know? Here's a pie for you. And then, like, he gets the pie, closes the window. She knocks on the window again. And then she says, like, by the way, I never talked to you, right? Let's just keep this a secret that I never talked to you. And it's just like, that's genius. You know?
Accurate at the time as well.
Yeah, accurate to the time. Like, people just don't get...
But is anyone upset at Blazing Saddles though? Like,
I don't think so.
I feel like no one's like... I mean, everyone kind of understands what the movie's going for.
Here's the thing. I bet you people would be upset at Blazing Saddles.
Like, I know people are really upset about Django Unchained, the Tarantino film. But Tarantino was like, that is the timepiece, and that's what was happening then. So that's what I'm portraying.
Yeah, I don't
Like, people literally slaves. Like, what do you want from me? Which is totally fair enough.
That is a bit strange, isn't it? Like, why get... When did Jenga come out?
2013?
There's your problem, okay? Blazing Saddles is like a cult classic, basically. But Django Unchained came out in 2013. You know? And basically, Blazing Saddles, really great movie. Go watch it if you like the N-word.
Or if you like comedy.
Yeah.
Or like Gene Wilder. Or like Mel Brooks.
It's a real shame that he's dead.
I know, he's fucking awesome, man.
You know?
It's a long film, though.
It is it's relatively long for the time. You know?
How long is it?
It's like an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer.
Yeah.
That's good. That's perfect. I'm due for a rewatch of that for sure. What do you get? What do you give that?
I give Blazing Saddles at least a 7.5. I'd say maybe 7.7. You know?
For curiosity's sake, is there anything you give like a 9 to? Because your rating system's pretty harsh.
Not yet.
You've not seen a movie you give a 9 to. What about like
The only
Back to
thing-
the Future?
The only Back to the Future?
Yeah.
I'd say
2. I know you like that one best.
ooh, I'd say 8.5.
Fair. There's nothing you give a 9 to.
Psyche K,
Weeaboo.
you know. Anyway, so the last movie I watched was a Suicide Squad Hell to Pay.
Oh god. Is there only one Suicide Squad movie?
No, there's another one that's animated.
Ah, okay.
That's the one I watched.
Right. How was it?
Very gratuitous.
What's that mean?
It's just like violence for the sake of violence.
Oh, I don't mind that at all. In fact, I quite
You know,
like that.
it's like one of those movies. You ever get those movies where it's like, you know, oh, this is a movie for adults. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Look at all these adult themes I'm just flinging everywhere. You know?
Violence. Tits.
Yeah,
Drugs.
pretty much. Like fucking...
That's like,
There's literally a scene where they go to like a strip club. Like a male strip club.
right.
And it's just like... You're really using that MA rating, aren't you?
What was I going to say? There's like Batman the Killing Joke was R. I never saw that, but it's weird having like a cartoon that's R.
know? Here's the thing. I give Suicide Squad Hell to Pay about a 6.
Well, it must be better than... Did you see Suicide Squad, like the actual movie?
No, but I'm not going to.
That was literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I turned that off after half an hour. It was dog shit. You know how bad it was? I was on a fucking plane, right? I was flying.
You'd rather
I
listen
had
to
nothing
the air.
else to do,
Yeah.
and I still turned it off. That's how shit it was.
Okay. Here's the thing, okay? The beginning of the movie, I'll give the beginning of the movie something. It does set, like, the sort of risk of the Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how it starts. So, Deadshot is there with these 2 other people, and 2 of them are traitors, basically. So, the traitors are found out, and the boss of the Suicide Squad makes one of their heads explode.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And you see the whole thing. So, you know, here's the risk. You know? Well, what really confuses me, if you're going to show the whole head explosion thing, the mission they were on, okay, was to get data from a mod boss. Mm-hmm. Now, one of the superheroes' powers they have was, like, psycho stuff. So basically, they get the mob boss to shoot himself. But they pan the camera slightly to the left just before that, so that his head is off screen before he shoots himself. So it's like, if you're going to show, like, the head exploding, why censor the shooting of the head?
Mm.
You get what I mean?
Artistic choice, maybe.
I don't even see it as an artistic choice. If you're going to make it as an artistic choice, you should keep your artistic choice consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Because, like, it should stay consistent. Because if it was me, like, doing the artistic choices, if I had to go, like, you know, oh, you have to do this artistic choice of panning to the left, but you get to do the rest of the artistic choices, I would do a similar thing that I did with, you ever see, like, the original, like, censored TV version of Dragon Ball Z?
No.
Okay.
Censored.
You know when Krillin, like, gets exploded by Frieza?
Yeah.
They cut, like, slightly before you see the blood.
Ah.
Okay?
Fuck, that's
In the
lame.
TV version.
Yeah. So,
I would do a similar thing with that, basically. You see, like, his head, like, convulse and stuff, but you don't see the explosion. That way, the artistic choice stays the same. You know, it stays consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So, basically, it's a very standard movie. Like, it's a good film, but, like, there's not much to complain about. It was standard, it was entertaining, you know? Harley Quinn is there.
Mm-hmm. Joker?
No, Joker's not there. Joker is like... I don't even think Joker is in the Suicide Squad.
He's in the Suicide Squad film.
Yeah, but that's like a choice they made.
Mm-hmm.
Or something.
Deadshot?
Yeah, Deadshot's there. Deadshot's the main character.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Pretty sure that was the case with the movie as well.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's there.
Mm.
Yeah.
How's Harley Quinn justified as a superhero? Like, how could she fuck people up? Is she just a psychiatrist? With, like, a baseball bat?
Yeah.
But, like, she's a young girl with a baseball bat, like...
Look, she's insane. That's
yeah,
the point.
I mean...
Captain Boomerang's there and he actually has an Australian accent.
Nice one.
You know? The Copper Cobra, I think, is there. The Ice one. The Ice Girl.
Uh-huh.
Who I forget the name of.
Mrs. Freeze?
No, not Mrs. Freeze. It's not. There is no Mrs. Freeze, but she is effectively Mrs. Freeze.
There is a Mrs. Freeze, but she's not actually a
Ah,
superhero.
I guess it's technically yes. There is a Mrs. Freeze, but she's dead. Oh.
She's frozen, isn't she? Isn't that the storyline?
Effectively, yeah. Dead, frozen, same thing in this case.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's good stuff, you know. The only thing that pissed me off was the climax. Again, it does that whole thing. Hold on, I'm gonna take a drink first. I notice my drink is very full, so again, it does a thing where it's like, you know, it's an adult movie, you know. So at the end, they kill everyone. Except for Harley Quinn and Deadshot.
Damn.
So
like
it's
that.
like... I saw that coming, but like... What am I meant to feel from this, you know? I
Yep.
knew it was coming.
But they're villains, aren't they?
Well, they're the good guys in this case, because they're the Suicide Squad,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
But they're still villains.
Yeah, but the point is, okay, they're more like anti-heroes in this case.
Mm.
Okay? Basically, they kill everyone for like no reason. Aside from,
Just to be
it's
edgy.
rated MA!
Mm.
You know? And it's just like, you didn't have to do that. You know? I saw this coming from like a mile away.
Mm.
You know? Stop doing this movie, you know? Why can't you let Captain Boomerang go free for once? Why is it always Captain Boomerang?
Does he die in some Australian related way?
No, he just sort of dies. Because, like, Zoom is there and he goes like, I'm gonna kill you. You know? Because Zoom sucks. Fuck Zoom.